So guys, now let's talk about this environment variables. So first I will explain the theory and then we'll see how to access that environment variables using this PowerShell. So these environment variables are special type of variables, and this system uses these variables to check the binaries. So you type the ping, right? So ping binary will be somewhere in the system path like C, Windows System 32 or any other path, and if that path is included in the path variable of the environment variable, then you can directly execute this ping command directly from here. If otherwise, you need to go into the directory and you need to open the command prompt there and you need to execute the binary there and itself. So this is the usage of environment variables. There are some other environment variables as well. So let's go ahead and see this one. First, open the file explorer and right click on this PC and click on properties. So this Windows 10 has been changed because of the update. So let's go and click on this advanced system settings. Now click on this environment variables. So these are the environment variables. These are the user variables. You can see here the path, temp folder. So there are two temp folder. You can just the contents in the, you can delete the contents in the temp folder as well. So this is the path. If you click on this, you can see here the paths has been set for the Python 3. So if I open this command prompt and run Python, then it will execute because the Python path has been set into this path environment variable. So whenever this command prompt has been checking for the Python binary, it will check all the paths. So whether if it's not found in the scripts, it will go to this path. So if it's found here, then it will execute the binary from there. So that is the advantage of this environment variables. You can see here there are so many system variables as well. I always recommend to add the system variables, like if you want to execute a program, you need to add to the system variables. You can see here these are the system variables. You can see the putty command prompt that is git bash, and you can see system32 binaries. The if you want to execute any binary, just place that in system32 and it will execute. So these are all the other system variables. You can see the path text, processor architecture, processor family, etc. You can see PowerShell modules path and the temp, username, and windir. Windir is C Windows folder. So whenever if any program is accessing this windir, it means that it's accessing the C Windows, and username is system. So let's click on OK. So these are the environment variables. Now let's go see how to access all these using this PowerShell. So first thing you need to do is you need to display this environment variables. So it's like an folder object. You can just say dir nv colon. So it's like a mounted as a folder object. So if you click enter, you will see all of these system variables and user variables. And there are some more variables here. You can see app data and program files. We are now program files, C program files, x86 and 64-bit version, and you can see the computer name here as well. You can see the driver data, and you can see the command prompt.exe, and the home path. This is my users Nikki. This is the default home path, and you can see logon server. If you want to log on to this remote desktop or network shares, you need to enter this one. This is like a domain name for this own computer. And I have the 4 processors, so it's only one processor. It's okay, 4 processors. Okay, OneDrive path and OS Windows NT and path. You can see the path here. C Windows X8, C program files, etc. And path text. You can see all of the environment variables which we have seen from the graphical user interface. You can see the username, user profile, and window. Now what you want to do is, if you want to access particular variable, you need to say $nv colon, you need to specify the path. Let's say path. Now I will get only the path. So you can see this is the all the values in the path. You can see the Python 3, MySQL shell, etc. So you can also access other variables as well. Let's say username. So what you want to do is you need to say $nv colon and you need to specify these names, either vendor or username, temp or public business module path, etc. So let's go ahead and access this computer name. So we got this computer name. So this is how you access this particular variable in this environment variable using this $nv colon the value of the variable, the name of the variable, and you will get the value. So that's all for this environment variables. This is very short video, but it's very helpful when you want to get the data like environment variables, user variables, and system variables.